Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I release a legacy video every Friday. Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another legacy video, and today I'm playing And Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Have not played this deck since the last outing on this channel, which was, I think, right around a month ago. So I had the itching to play this deck again. I made a couple of small tweaks to the sideboard, but have been generally pretty happy with the main deck. So I'll walk through those changes, but I do want to just drop a few words on my expectations ahead of this league, and then we can sort of see how it goes. And those expectations are sort of held in within the frame of the format, because I do expect, like, so right now popular decks include Moonstompy and Eldrazi, and both of those matchups are not really matchups that Storm Combo, I think, traditionally enjoys playing against. Like, they're both rather aggressive decks with main deck prison pieces, Chalice of the Void chief among them. So I am a little bit, I guess, concerned about where that leaves the format, or not the format, but where that leaves Ant in the format. It's just going to be one league. Who knows? We might not face either of those two decks, but if we do, I do expect it to be a little bit of a tough battle, but not an unwinnable one. All right, so since I played this last, I have added Torment of Hailfire, which is I'm not sure why I can't get this up blown up here. Hang on. All right, here we go. Yeah, Torment of Hailfire, which is a tech that I can't remember the name of the player. And apologies for that, because credit should go where credit is due. But I believe this first sort of became known tech, I want to say, during one of the Eternal Weekends last year. And what is sweet about this card is that it beats both the One Ring and Veil of Summer. So that it's a Burning Wish target for that reason, and especially the One Ring, which is like a really annoying card to play against, because oftentimes the 3 cards the opponent gets to draw with the One Ring in that time walked turn plus the original turn it entered is going to be good enough for them to do meaningful stuff against you. So to be able to go off on the turn they play the One Ring is really quite interesting. I've not tried this before. I'm a little bit concerned about the amount of mana needed to do this, because basically you need to have X be large enough that they have to, like, discard each card in their hand and then exile, or I guess sacrifice, each non-land permanent, and then by increments of 3 lose the game. But I am trying this out. Then I ended my crash / pulverize experiment that didn't go very well, and I added Meltdown back into the deck, and then I removed Grape Shot, because Grape Shot was kind of there to beat Veil of Summer, but now we have Torment of Hailfire to do that. And they're obviously not like one-to-one comparable, but yeah. And then I added a 3rd defense grid, and I'm trying to remember what I actually cut for that. I did this sort of yesterday. Oh yeah, I had a Long Goodbye in the sideboard, and while that did that was a relevant thing at one point in one league or something, I just don't think that spot removal for creatures is that important, and for it to be uncounterable. I would rather have solutions like Dress Down that sort of, for 2 mana, answers every creature for 1 turn. And then I think Defense Grid is just like pretty good versus like Nadu, like the whatever Tempo Delver Demir stuff. So yeah, I think that's enough talk, so let's jump into a league. Alright, so on the draw here, I I think I'm going to keep this hand, but this hand gets absolutely soloed by Chalice of the Void. So let's hope our opponent has something else in mind. Please, no Ancient Tomb, no Ancient Tomb, no Ancient Tomb. No, City of Traders. Okay, that's not it. That's not Chalice immediately, and um, this is probably like Mystic Forge. So we might have a turn one like Karn here if they have a key. Mox Opal. Okay, they don't even need a key here. They can just 4-drop us here. The One Ring. Yikes. Okay, don't know that we can expect to beat a turn one the One Ring here, but we'll see. The hand we have, unfortunately, is extremely sort of pensive. I think I'm going to ponder here. We could try and Hail Mary the Brainstorm, but we would need to hit, like, I don't know. I don't think there is a reasonable avenue for a win this turn, because we need to hit a Petal, a Dark Ritual, and a Tutor. And if we did that, we would have 4 mana with Infernal Tutor on the stack. So that doesn't really work. Like Past and Flames doesn't, like, it stops there. Anyways, all this means I'm going to ponder here and then hope against hope that my opponent doesn't like end the game next turn. I think I have to shuffle these, double preordain an island. Okay, we'll pass. Let's see how much damage they can do here. If they find a key, a manifold key or voltaic key, I think probably the game more or less ends. But so if the top 4 cards of my deck includes like 1 or more rituals and a tutor, then we'll see. But let's see. We need to get the turn. All right. And like this is a Karn the Great Creator deck. So Karn doesn't like finish the game, but you know, potentially does. Defense grid. Okay. I mean, if that's what they're doing here and nothing else, then I am just in heaven. They did just see like Ponder off of Volcanic Island. I don't think Ant is sort of in the forefront of players' minds, so this might just be a window for us here. But let's see. A lot of shit can still happen here. Yeah, there's the key. Oh no. Okay. So they either untap one of their monoliths and then play like a 4-drop, which looks like is what's happening here. Yep. What's this? 4 mana. Oh, paradoxical outcome. Okay. And it's targeting 4 cards here. So they just drew 4. No mana floating, but they have the Mox Opal. They made their land drop though. So are they able to deploy a monolith here? They would need, I think, another Mox Opal or a Lotus Petal or something. There's the key. And they're passing. Wow, okay. We get another turn. We actually get to discard them here if we don't find a win. That's fortunate. Let's see. Another land. That's not what the doctor ordered. Brainstorm. Okay, let's put back some of these lands. And then we Thoughtseize, but then I expect to lose because they get to untap, draw 3, untap the ring, draw 4. Alright, I'm going to Thoughtseize here. Not just because they might have a creature, I don't know, like Phyrexian Metamorph or something, but also because Thoughtseize gives the least away in terms of like us being a combo deck. If they see Duress here, they're going to know that we're a combo deck. Glaring Fleshraker. What's the take here? I think it's the Fleshraker. I forget what Candy Trail does. Scry 2, blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay, so I think we have to take the Fleshraker and then hope against hope that they just do a lot of hand waving and then nothing happens. Fleshraker, I think, kills us next turn. And they probably kill us anyway. Alright, let's pass. And I'm just going to yield through the end of their turn here. Like, they have the grid, and I'm tapped out, so no point really in pretending. There's Mystic Forge, yep. And they did make a land drop here. So the one thing we can sort of pray to is them being like mana screwed a little bit in terms of not actually killing us. Okay, so they get to scry 2 with the candy trail here. They put one on top, one on the bottom. There's another key. They get to just completely draw a million cards here. Another key. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to let them play it out. There's Flesh Raker, so they just need to deal a 17 here. I'm sure they can do that. Another Voltaic Key, but no mana floating. Can they get a mana here? I guess, yeah, no, never mind. Of course they can. They can sack this for a mana. Gross. Double Flesh Raker. And now every key makes a creature, so every key automatically has mana to be used. Oh my goodness, we got the turn. Well, how about an Infernal Tutor? Or another land. I mean, this is the absolute last chance we get here. It is this Preordain. Nope, let's double bottom here. Damn. Okay, well, I mean, our deck just sort of spun its wheels. We actually had the chance, for sure. They gave us an unreasonable amount of time here. All right, so off to the sideboard. I don't know that there's a lot we have to worry about aside from them just like goldfishing us faster. I guess Karn is certainly a card that we hate to play against, but we are just like pretty fast here, or we have to try and be pretty fast. I mean, and we have the Torment to be able to beat the One Ring. I mean, I might bring in something like an Echoing Truth to bounce. I don't know, something or other they might present that we need to bounce, but other than that, I think I'm pretty happy with the main deck. So I guess I'm gonna board out maybe it's a Preordain. Like I would probably rather discard them on turn 1 if I'm not going off than casting a Preordain. I'm not sure. Okay, this hand I like. So I'm gonna keep. And they're mulliganing to 6. Alright, they found 6 they like. I'm just gonna float the Volcanic Island, I think, to make a better brainstorm next turn. Or maybe I'm supposed to... Yeah, I think maybe I'm supposed to float the Scalding Tarn and then fetch Undercity Sewers. Because we were pretty close to, like, being able to go off. They have Urza's Saga, sure. And a Lotus Petal. And a Manifold Key. Alright, none of those things, I think, threaten to end the game right now. No, okay, they're passing. Or are they? Yeah, okay, they are passing. Alright, let's fetch this Surveil Land. Getting Undercity Sewers here, and let's have a look. Yeah, I think I take this Cabal Ritual. And then I still think I cast Brainstorm here. LED, I think, just immediately wins it for us. Wow, oh, it's not great. Well, so we can't go off this turn. If we get rid of 2 of the cantrips and then cantrip into a Dark Ritual, then we still can't go off because we can't get red mana then. I think that's still the play here. Let's get rid of 2 Preordain. If I was them, I would be beginning to like suspect combo. Not only did we show them Preordain last game, but also like this is the second game in a row where I'm like cantripping and not presenting a threat here. I'm gonna shuffle Lotus Petal. Okay, so we are very close here, but they do get to untap now into their 4th turn. So, or it's not 4th turn, but like 2nd turn, but potentially 4 mana. I am gonna pass. All right, let's see here. Let them do their worst. We just have to pray that they don't put Karn into play, I think. Or present an actual win this turn. But it looks, luckily for us, like they're going for like an Urza's Saga long game. Basalt Monolith, okay. So this is 4-drop mana. The One Ring, okay. So now we get to, I guess, test this out. maybe. Let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 They have 7 cards that we need to. We need so much mana for Torment of Hailfire to work here, but okay. Let's see. Um, yeah, and the problem is this Burning Wish actually right now. Because let's walk through this. We put Polluted Delta into play. Fetch, that's 4 cards in the graveyard. 5/6 with the 2 petals. Then we cast 1 Cabal Ritual. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That becomes 6 mana. That is Threshold. So we have 6 mana. We use 2 of them to cast Infernal Tutor. No, we can't. No. That's not viable. That's just okay. 6 mana. Um, that becomes 9 mana with the Cabal Ritual. 7 mana with Burning Wish. What do we then get? Okay, hang on. Sorry, I was doing the wrong mental exercise here. Let's say we actually do go for the Torment. So we would go 6 mana with the first Cabal Ritual, 4 mana with Infernal Tutor, cast, getting another Cabal Ritual. That is then 4 becomes 7, becomes 10, becomes 8 with Burning Wish. And then Hailfire is black, black, X. We have 8, so we would have 6, so X would be 6, and they just sacrifice their whole board. Or 2 cards in their hand, leave them with the 1 ring or whatever. Yeah, that's not a possibility. So do we have another chance? I suppose we could go for. Did I just say 8 mana post Burning Wish? So we could go for Pier. That's probably the way to go. Let's just do the math again. So 5 mana, 6 mana Cabal Ritual, 4 mana Infernal Tutor, 7 mana Cabal Ritual, 10 mana Cabal Ritual, 8 mana Burning Wish. Pier costs 7. We'll have 1 black floating. Yeah. Let's do that. We just need to manage our red mana here. Let's say cast a Cabal Ritual, cast an Infernal Tutor, reveal Cabal Ritual, grab that, and then we have to get the Threshold here, so sack a petal, cast Cabal Ritual number 2, cast Cabal Ritual number 3, red mana, and we cast Burning Wish, and we choose, where is it? Peer into the Abyss, and we target ourselves. We draw 23 cards. Okay. There's the Burning Wish. That's the key card. Okay, so we have the win pretty easily here. Let's cast Chrome Mox and imprint Duress. And let's start casting some rituals. Oh, there's Reign of Filth as well. Lovely. How many Infernal? We have 2 Infernal Tutors. We can cast 1 Infernal Tutor and go for the last Dark Ritual. We can't, like, we do lose to a, potentially anyways, like Surgical Extraction here because we don't have a way, or I guess Mindbreak Trap. We can't Thoughtseize them because of the ring. So, I mean, is what it is. I do think they thought we were going to be, like, not a combo deck, so we'll see. Alright, let's cast the Reign of Filth. Let's cast the Lion's Eye Diamond. Let's cast Infernal Tutor, maintain priority, sack for red here. The LED. And we grab Past in Flames. I didn't actually count if I could have made enough mana heading in here. But I don't think I could. So now Past in Flames has resolved, so we just recycle all of our rituals. Alright, and so 17 mana, we can make X equals 17, 18, 19 with the petals, 17 with Burning Wish, and then we can make X equals 15. So they remove these 5 permanents and then discard their 2 cards in hand for the 7. And then there are 8 times 3, so that's enough to kill them. We also can I mean, we could just like cast Infernal Tutor, get an LED or something. We also have 3 mana stored in these 3 lands. So let's go ahead and cast the Burning Wish here. And I'll get Torment of Hailfire. And I'll sack these. Go boom boom here. I'm gonna just dump all the mana here. X is 17. Alright, cool. Really stoked to actually have this on camera for the first game here. But let's see if we can take a game 3 on the draw here now that they know what's up. I wonder if Meltdown is something I should be interested in, but I don't think so. Like Dress Down also deals with the Urza Saga plan, but I think if they're going for like Urza Saga construct beats, we're happy with that. Yeah, I think this is just like gold fishing where they just saw now that they can't reliably just hide behind the One Ring, so they like still getting the One Ring into play is big for them, and getting Karn into play is really big. We still haven't seen Karn. I do very much assume that he's in the deck. All right, let's see here. I don't think I can keep this hand. I'm gonna mulligan. I'll keep this, and I will probably. Ooh, they're down to 5. I'll keep, and then it's between I think Echoing Truth and Duress. I think I'm gonna actually keep the Duress. Maybe that was dumb. I don't know, because I probably no. Maybe I will dress them on turn 1 if they don't just vomit out their whole hand. All right, so let's see what kind of damage they can do on turn 1 here with their 5 cards. Urza's Saga. Urza's Saga pass. Okay. And another land. That's really good. So I'm gonna duress them here, and hopefully they don't just have like 2 bombs, but only 1 action spell. Let's see. Assault Monolith and Mystic Forge. So if I take the Monolith, they can't make a 4-drop next turn. And then, yeah, that's a really good question. They play like 8 monoliths and they 8 and then lots of bombs too, so I'm not really sure what the best thing to take here is. Mystic Forge is not the most scary card here. I think I'm gonna take the monolith. Yeah. All right, pass. All right, so they play their City of Traders. What will it be here? Glaring Fleshraker, probably. It's either that or like hope to get me with construct beats. There's the Fleshraker. Okay, so they're not going for at least they're at least giving up on 1 construct. All right, let's have a good one, please. We'll see. Drawing a land there, not great, but I mean, so we can almost do something here, but not quite. Yeah, we can't get Hellbent. Probably we get rid of the Volcanic Island, so we get a shuffle. And then, like, a copy of Burning Wish. And then we cast Preordain. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Let's get Volcanic Island and let's Preordain. Yeah, I think I'd take both of these, and then that way I know I can get Hellbent next turn. Like if I don't do it and then I end up drawing like my tendrils or something, that's really awkward. So let's see. It'll all be down to this turn, I think, because they are dead next turn if they aren't doing anything. And what's really sweet here is we're also able to beat Karn with this hand. I guess like Karn getting and then actually playing the liquid metal coating would be a problem. Okay, they immediately activated Forge to get rid of they had an Ancient Tomb on top. Here's the Voltaic Key. They still haven't made their land drop. Now they can at least untap the Forge here. I wonder if they can 16 me here. I certainly hope not. Okay, looks like they're at least passing into combat. All right, so I think the only thing we have to concern ourselves with here is Mind Break Trap, maybe like Surgical Extraction. But let's start doing the thing. We probably will have enough mana to just tutor chain this all the way through and not even have to go through the graveyard. That will at least like get us free of like one of the things that they could have as an out. I think like Mind Break Trap we can't really beat unless they somehow would let Past in Flames resolve, and then we could dress the Mind Break Trap. But I mean, I'm not too hopeful that that would happen. So okay, let's cast Rain of Filth. All right, and so I have 10 mana here, 11 with Volcanic, and then 13 sacking the 2 lands. Infernal Tutor is Storm 6, and then I would have 11 mana. Then I can get another Tutor, that's Storm 7, 9 mana. Another Tutor, that's Storm 8, 7 mana. And is that going to be good enough? Yeah, I think so, right? We can end the chain with either the 4th Tutor or Burning Wish. Oh, they had the Mind Break. Okay, okay, okay. Well, that is it. Oh, bummer. Yeah, I don't know that. Like my only out to that is to just pass the turn, and then hope to find a discard spell. Oh man. Yeah, I don't think there's a way back for us here with their glaring Fleshraker and active Mystic Forge. So, um, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess LED is one step in the right direction, but yeah. Let's see how many more turns we get. Another Fleshraker. Yeah, that should speed things up. So they have 2 damage on us from the glaring Fleshraker attacking, so they only need to ping us for 4 damage. That was 2 damage. So yeah, I'm gonna concede because I don't think there's one card that would like get me back into the game even if I were to get a draw step. So all right, GG's. Yeah, those are the breaks, I guess. All right, so we're on the draw for round number 2, and we have a no-lander, no initial mana source. So let's mulligan here. Yeah, let's keep this. I guess I will. You know what? I probably would want to get rid of the brainstorm here, I think. And then just like hope to find Infernal Tutor off of Preordain. Opponent also mulligan to 6. Uh-oh. It is oops all spells. Alright, what do you take here? Probably Preordain, right? Well, at least it didn't kill us. Yep, they take the Preordain. Come on, Infernal Tutor. Whoops, they could still kill us. Okay, they didn't. Oh, okay. So we can cast Past in Flames here to cast 1 Preordain. How much mana would we have floating? We would go 2 mana becomes 3, 6, 9, then 5 off the Past in Flames. So 4 remaining. And then we could cast Cabal Ritual. That would still have Threshold, right? No, it wouldn't. So 1 card in the graveyard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it wouldn't have Threshold. Yeah, I don't think that's the line. I'm going to play out these Lines Out Diamonds just because I don't think the Storm count is going to be the issue, and they do sometimes play Cabal Therapy. So let's pass. And hope they don't kill us, which is a pretty slim hope, I would say. Oh no. Okay, so they have it. They have it. Yep. Just going to have a look at their deck. Yeah, you shouldn't expect to get more than 1 turn versus Oops All Spells. Lively Dirge. What is this? Spree. Oh, it's that tutor where you have to pay up. All right, that list looks somewhat as expected. All right, ready to concede. All right, so we want surgical extraction here. We want I think we want dress down, yeah. And I'm ready to cut like basic island, preordain, chromox. Maybe not chromox. That's nice to have fast. And yeah, let's cut the other two preordains, I think. And let's try this out. All right. Eh, yeah, I'll keep this. I mean, surgical extraction is hardly an amazing sort of an amazing out to to what they're trying to do. Like they have ways to beat a surgical involving like Memory's Journey and Poxwalkers and whatnot. But this hand, like, if I cast Brainstorm off of Lotus Petal and I find a land, then let's see. Storm would be 1, 2, 3, 4. We could surgical ourselves and exile nothing. I guess no, right? Do I have to shuffle then? I think I have to shuffle. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Um, so I guess surgical is out unless I like lead on surgical. I could lead on surgical. So if I cast Lotus Petal, crack it for blue, cast surgical on the Lotus Petal, and just choose not to exile it. That would be Storm 2. Then the two diamonds is Storm 3 and 4. Brainstorm would be 5. Let's say I find a land that's not a fetch land. Then I put back Infernal Tutor. I cast Ponder. That's Storm 6. Infernal Tutor is Storm 7. And we have 4 mana floating, so that's not good enough. I still think I keep this, but maybe I just Ponder off of Lotus Petal. Then at the same time, though, if I find like land plus Dark Ritual, no, I'm going to Brainstorm here. And I'm not going to worry about the surgical line here. And fuck. Okay. Let's put back Brainstorm and Ponder. And we'll pass. And if I don't lose here, I might just surgical myself to shuffle. Damn, that was yeah. I mean that was a calculated risk, I would say. They're shocking in their land. Dark Ritual, okay. So I guess I am dead. Undercity Informant or Informer. Okay. Let's see if they have the Spirit Guide. They do. Alright. So let's see if we can do something with the surgical. I don't expect to be able to do that. And they could also just be sitting on like what do you call it? They could be sitting on like Pact of Negation here. Alright, so they hit two Narcomoebas. What happens if I surgical their Oracle right now? Are they able to produce a green mana and cast Memory's Journey? I see 3 Spirit Guides here and then a red Spirit Guide there. So in all likelihood, they have an Elvish Spirit Guide in hand. So if I surgical the Oracle, then they just cast Memory's Journey. If I surgical a Narcomoeba, then they can do the same thing with the Narcomoeba. And then I don't get any of them. They get 1 Narcomoeba back. I guess they would have Bridge from Below here, right? Or is that the Poxwalkers? Memory's Journey is just a single green to flashback. So, I mean, help me out here, right? There would be no universe where they play 3 Elvish Spirit Guides, not 4, right? So they have it. Do it on the Dread Return. Where is the Dread Return? There's the Dread Return. If I cast Surgical on the Dread Return, then they have to Memory's Journey that, but then they have to make like black mana next turn, right? I'm gonna be fucked either way because like I'm drawing dead. But I think like surgical on dread return. At least it seems to me to make the most sense, but I could very well be wrong. They can like, is it 2 or 3 cards you shuffle, or up to 3? So they could just go like Dark Ritual, and then Dread Return. All right, I think I've lost either way. I'm gonna go for the Dread Return. 3 cards in hand. We can pretty safely assume one of them is gonna be an Elvish Spirit Guide, and they had the Spirit Guide. And so what they can just do is cast Mirror's Journey on Petal Oracle. Well, let's make them do that. And so they start getting Poxwalkers back now, casting Cabal Therapy, and they have Bridge, blah, blah. I'm just going to concede now. Or not concede, I mean yield, but effectively concede. I don't think there's a way that this game doesn't end with us losing horribly. Okay, second therapy resolved. Cabal Ritual is gone. Alright, we're getting the turn here, so they're just going to wait with the Memories Journey. Guess I'll play out my Lion's Eye Diamonds, because, I mean, by my reckoning, that should actually give us a couple of turns here, but they obviously have a lot of power on the board. So, and we're unfortunately brainstorm locked, so it's no bueno. What just happened? Oh, they cast it targeting reanimate. Ah, yeah, no, that's a sweet line. Yeah, I noticed the reanimate. I just didn't put it together. All right, yeah, just got our asses kicked here. Have to just take that on the chin and move on. Let's go for round number 3. All right, third time unlucky here on the draw. Think I'm going to keep this hand though, and hope for greatness. Oh, our first blue matchup. Oh no, basic swamp, Nethergoyf. Okay, yeah. This is Dimir or Grixis Tempo. So just mostly worried, I think, about Thoughtseize from them here in game 1, and then let's see if we can like cobble together a winning line here. And let's see what we draw. Cabal Ritual. That's a bummer that they saw that off the bobble. But let's get the basics out here. That Tendrils, huh? So I think I'm gonna take the the Cabal Ritual number 2, and then I'll draw the Ponder, and then I'll decide later on if I want to try and get lucky with a natural Tendrils or something. Nethergoyf and Reanimate package usually don't go in the same deck, so I'm not expecting Entomb and stuff. Stalactite Stalker, okay. Well, hang on, double swamp. That doesn't seem like it would be in any bluish tempo deck here. You wouldn't have double swamp. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna keep the Tendrils on top and then ponder here and see if I am gonna shuffle these 2 lands plus Tendrils. I guess I will. Let's get Underground Sea and cast Ponder. Now I'm worried about this being like a Stompy deck and they could have like Opposition Agent. Well, I mean, that's the winning ingredient there. So let's draw it next turn. Let's not leave it in our hand for them to discard. So ideally they don't mess with our hand here or put Opposition Agent into play, and then we can win next turn. Start off by taking 2 damage. There's a Wasteland, okay. Let's see if we get Dark Ritual Oppo Agented in response to this fetch land. Okay, well, that didn't happen, so I'm gonna just get Basic Swamp and Duress them here. Dark Ritual. So it is like a mono black sort of stompy deck. It doesn't matter. We'll just take the Dark Ritual, I guess. So probably maybe like Shuldred could be in the deck. Oppo Agent for sure, I think. And we'll just go through the graveyard here. So sack this LED for red. And get Past in Flames. I didn't bother counting. They're at 18, so we might have just been able to tutor chain them here, but we know their hand, so we know nothing can sort of get in the way of this Past in Flames line. Alright, I believe that was the first game 1 win of the league. I think maybe we want Dress down here, because they are going to have creatures that interact with us. Maybe Echoing Truth as well. And then I think like getting rid of the 3 of the 4 Juresses here kind of makes sense. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, I mean, I'm going to keep this hand. It's not great. They have Leyline of the Void, sure. It does kind of sting these Cabal Rituals, but yeah. There's a Stalactite Stalkerino. Okay. Let's cast Preordain. Start fishing for Infernal Tutor here. I think I'll bottom both this Preordain and this Lotus Petal. Draw a Lotus Petal anyways. Okay. Ah, the dreaded keep open 2 black mana. How much you want to bet there's an Orcish Bowmasters coming? Oh, oh, it just they play it heads up. That's fair. Yeah, Bowmaster is not that scary a card for Ant in comparison to like what it is for say Doomsday. All right. I mean, I say that I'm not absolutely thrilled about like casting Brainstorm into this, but I guess we'll yeah. So bottom top. And I will play Pluto Delta here. Yeah, the make or break card from them I think is Oppo Agent. So I'm gonna take 5. I'll be at 12. Then I'm about to take like 3 more from this Brainstorm on my turn, plus 1 more from the fetch land. So I'm at an effective 8. We can't go through the graveyard, so we can't go through pure. Ooh, that is a problem. That is actually just I think GG's. Did I bring in my Echoing Truth? Yeah, I did. Alright, I mean, let's have that resolve. Then I suppose I could Brainstorm right now, and if I find Echoing Truth plus Infernal Tutor, then that's really good. I don't. I find Burning Wish, but it's too late here. I'm gonna take a bunch of damage next turn. Okay. Let's concede to that. Ugh, Damping Sphere. That's gross. That is something I would like to Duress, actually. So I think I'm going to bring in a couple of the Duresses here, especially on the play. Then probably I'll, like, maybe I'll swap them cleanly for Preordains. I'm not sure. Bring in 2 of those. I'll keep this and then promptly lose to a Wasteland. This is an awkward hand. Double Burning Wish, only 1 land. But if they don't have Wasteland, then this hand promises to do stuff. I want to see them mulligan to 5 and then show us a Leyline. That would be ideal. But even then, I think we just still lose to a Wasteland, or at least are very much put in the ropes by a Wasteland. No Leyline. They did mull to 5. Oh, to 6. Yeah, and I could get basic Swamp here to then also guarantee a Thoughtseize next turn, but I think I can't. Okay, I'm gonna take their Thoughtseize and leave them with yeah, not that much, but at least like they could double Stalactite Stalker next turn. And that does look like what they're doing. Yep, there's one, and there's the other. They find something else on the 3rd one. Wow. Okay, nice. Okay, so I mean, the race is on here, but right now they don't have anything else going on. The 2nd land is good. 3 more lands, not so good. Let's shuffle. Infernal Tutor, okay. Alright, let's pass. They can get another trigger here for sure because of the polluted delta. Or the Bloodstained Mire in their hand. Which means they have 9 power next turn. I'm at 11 right now, it's going to be 10. Another Goyf. Okay, so I am actually facing lethal. Okay, I think I have to fetch Undercity Sewers here, which is awkward because then I can't really have, I don't have red mana for Burning Wish, but I think that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So what's my best draw here? LED, maybe? Certainly not Duress. Alright. Brainstorm. Save me, Brainstorm. And Brainstorm did not save me. Alright. 0-3. Wow. Getting pummeled here. Alright, on the play for number 4. This is a turn 2 ad nauseum. So I'm gonna fetch basic swamp off the pedal. Oh, sorry, not the pedal, the polluted delta, and then I'm gonna duress. And we'll see where life takes us. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Okay. So they can Thought Seize us no matter what next turn. I think I'm supposed to take the Entomb. So this is some kind of mono black shenanigans graveyard deck. Let's see, how much mana does Lake of the Dead make? 4, but it requires a lot of swamp sacrifices here. Yeah, let's take the Entomb. And I'm they're not going to take the Lotus Petal, so I don't feel like I have to play that out. Thoughtseize, I'm guessing? Dark Ritual, okay. Maybe they want to double Thoughtseize me here. Yep. No, they're Thoughtseizing themselves. Did they actually draw? They drew an Animate Dead? Fuck off. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Just getting my teeth stomped in here. Alright, let's get in the surgical extractions here. I think that's it. And I'm gonna board out a basic island and 1 copy of Preordain. Okay. Oh, this is a nightmare. Goddamn Undercity Sewers. I guess I keep this. Was that even right? I probably shouldn't have kept that. I think I have to play the Undercity Sewers here. And I will leave the Cabal. I don't know. If I leave Cabal Ritual on top, they're going to know that they're in a hurry to act. I think I still leave it on top. Like, if I bottom it, then it feels kind of desperate. Unmask me, pitching Fell the Profane. Alright, we can F6 here. We lose the Ad Naus. And they have Dark Ritual into Entomb, into a Reanimate spell, I guess. Yes, just the casual double. Turn 1 2 times in a row. But, I mean, that's also why you play Force of Will decks, to stop stuff like this. Not that it would have worked here in game number 2, but in game number 1 it would have, I guess. Or at least put it off for a turn. Wow, 0-4. Alright, let's regroup. Final match coming up. Alright, this almost does something. We're up against a Yorion strategy. I'm going to keep, and I'm going to imprint, so it's between Ponder and Preordain. I think the usual sort of logic, if you will, states that Preordain is better at smoothing out your draws, giving you a higher overall average card quality, where Ponder is better if you're searching for like one specific thing. But I'm not sure here, right? Because like a Dark Ritual off the Ponder lets us like ad naus. It's also really hard to know what this Yorion deck is, if it's going to be like a Death and Taxes deck or a blue Yorion deck. I think I'm going to start the imprinting here. I'm going to imprint the Preordain and cast Ponder. There is a Dark Ritual. So, do we just want to... Like, the only slight thing we could consider would be to cast the Dark Rituals and the Ad Nauseams on our opponent's turn. Like, if we think it's not a blue deck, then do it end of turn, because then we can almost, like, certainly win. Here, like right now, we would need to hit one of our 4 Lotus Petals. I am actually going to pass here. Like, if it's a blue deck, then this gives them a chance to, like, draw a Force of Will or cast a Ponder to find Force of Will. If they Thoughtseize us or whatever, then... Okay, so it is Death and Taxes. Or it could be Esper Vial. It's not absolutely guaranteed that this is not a Force of Will deck. Alright, let's see. Okay, so we Ritual, Ad Naus, and that just resolved. Beautiful. Alright, so we just need to hit, like, LEDs. Yeah, there's an LED. I would take a Ritual, yeah, thank you. But it's strictly speaking not necessary. Okay. I'm just gonna keep flipping until I hit 4 life. That's 5 life. That's 4 life, okay. Alright, I'm not gonna repeat. And I will take my turn. Alright, so I think I'm gonna start off with a Duress here. Yeah, just whatever. Skyclaves and that puppy dog. Alright, let's cast Reign of Filth here. And we can play our artifacts. Then let's sack these 2 lands. Or I guess we can sack one of them. Cast Cabal Rid. And then we Infernal Tutor, sack for black. And Past in Flames is already in the graveyard. So we can just get, like, another Cabal Rit. That's Past in Flames. And let's cast Infernal Tutor. And we'll choose Tendrils of Agony, and we'll point 22 life loss at our opponent. Got the concession, so we're up a game here. That's nice. So we want the Dress Downs, we want the Echoing Truth. I don't think we want anything else. I'll cut 3 Duress here. Like, having a Void Snare is still nice in terms of, like, Burning Wish being able to get something that removes whatever. Alright, they mulligan to 5, or not 5, I wish. They mulligan. This hand, I'm going to keep it, but it feels like it's against my better judgment. Not only do we have a Surveil land in the hand that is our way to get black mana versus a Wasteland Thalia deck, but it's also just, it's mostly the Wasteland thing I'm worried about, to be honest. Alright. Fetch land, A. If I drop Brainstorm here, I play Volcanic Island. I didn't, though. Okay, so I'm gonna just dump the Undercity Sewers here. I don't think we need a 3rd sorcery cantrip here. Okay. Thoughtseize. Oh, yeah, I just passed. Maybe I was supposed to play out a Lotus Petal and Thoughtseize them. That does seem very aggressive. But it's very, I think it's very reasonable to expect them to have, like, 1 good 2-drop in their hand. They just put a land in the graveyard, so they're not, like, starving for lands. So if they just Thalia us here, okay, they didn't. Alright, this is giving off Bowmaster's vibes. I think I cast a Ponder here. I don't care that much about Bowmasters. We should have enough time to beat them. Okay, yeah, there they are. Alright, so we're looking for a tutor here. Or Ad Nauseam. I'd take Ad Nauseam, I guess. Yeah, let's take Ad Nauseam. Alright, so 2 cards in the graveyard will become 4 with the Petals. 5 with Dark Ritual. Could become 6 with Thoughtseize, but that's 2 life. And then 7 with Preordain. That's another life point lost. How much mana would I have then? I would go land, Petal Petal is 3, Dark Ritual is 5, Thoughtseize is 4, Preordain is 3, Cabal Ritual is 6. Then I would have 1 mana floating, which is kind of nice. But I would then be at, I'd be at 16, I would be at 15. And I mean, if they do end up having like a Mindbreak trap here, then it's sort of well spent, man. Like the life points. I am gonna Thoughtseize them. This also, like, this Preordain might give us something good, right? It might give us a petal, not a petal, like an LED or another ritual. So there's a pause here with this Thoughtseize, which makes me think maybe they have surgical. They don't, but they had the Mindbreak trap. Hee-yah. Okay. Glad I did that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, now this should all sort of work out. I'm going to start off by casting Preordain. Another Ponder. We don't want either of these. Bottom, bottom. Oh, we hit LED. That's pretty sweet. So I think I'm not supposed to crack the LED though, because I will already have like 1 black mana floating with the Ad Nauseam. So I might just keep this LED in my hand for, you know, suspense value. The only reason to crack this would be to get to have red mana floating in case I draw like Burning Wish. There's Tendrils. That was not the kindest flip. Another LED. That's good. There's Infernal Tutor. So I just need... Oh no, really? I just need like 1 ritual or 1 petal. Lands, that's not it. 3 mana, fuck. Okay. So we would have gotten there if we had cracked the LED because we drew another LED, but, you know, wise after the fact. Okay, so what kills us here? The Past and Flame kills us outright. We flip. That was a 1 mana thing. Okay, so now there is a Chrome Mox and 2 Lotus Petal. So it's a little bit worse than 1 in 10 shot. Fuck. Another LED. That was the wrong artifact. Oh. Yeah, alright. That was a Dark Ritual. Alright. Boo. So question is if we want like 1 more Duress here. Maybe 2 Duress, because like they could also have like Deafening Silence, and getting Mindbreak traps is important. So I'll get rid of the Echoing Truth, and then what's the last cut? I guess a Preordain. I'm going to mulligan this again. That's like the 3rd or 4th opening hand with Undercity Sewers in it. I will keep this hand. And I think I'm actually going to bottom the Underground Sea and then fetch basics here, because while it does mean for an awkward Past and Flames to be in my hand here, I think it's more important to be able to not get wastelanded out, and eventually we can find like an LED or something. Alright, so let's fetch Faluda Delta into Basic Island and cast Ponder. I think we have to mulligan shuffle this. So they have a turn 1 play. Let's hope it's Thoughtseize or Aether Vial and not Deafening Silence. Yeah, alright. Thoughtseize away. I wonder what you take here. Probably the Cabal Ritual. If they have Surgical, they might take Past and Flames. Alright, so we drew the basic Swamp, which was a little bit annoying, but at the same time, that means we can Surveil fetch here with the Mire and still be able to have like both of our basics. Stoneforge Mystic, okay. I mean, that'll get to work soon. So I don't know, what's our best draw here? I Thinking some kind of tutor, perhaps. Under city sewers, another Cabal Rit. I mean, we could go all in on Past in Flames here and then just this one Ponder, but I don't know that that would be a good idea. Duress. So next turn, they get to flash in the, or vial in the line sash, which then in turn means that they can eat a card, at least a card if they have another land. Because this is Duress and the Thoughtseize, I can't take the line sash. If I were to go like Cabal Rit, alright, let's just see here. I go Lotus Petal, and then Swamp, and then cast Duress. I have Petal, these two lands here. Then I'm not gonna have Ponder mana floating because that's not how that works. Alright, let's cast this Duress. See what they have. If they have a Mindbreak Trap. They did not. They also don't have another land. So if they don't draw a land, then they can't actually tinker with our graveyard next turn. I think I take the Cauldron then. And then hope and pray they don't draw a land. Come on, no land, no land, no land. We're paying cost. Oof! That's brutal. That's a brutal Thoughtseize. Now maybe my best draw is the Thoughtseize to take the line sash and take the pressure off my graveyard. Lines at Diamond. That's just still not even close to being good enough here. Damn. Alright, I'll pass. I mean, maybe I should play it out, because if they hit another Thoughtseize, but is this no land again? No land again, huh? Okay, come on, please, 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 something. Burning Wish, okay. Okay. How would we go about doing this? So if I play my Petal and my LED, that's 7 mana. And then I crack LED for... I need to have like a red mana and a black mana after Past in Flames. And then I can do stuff. Is that viable? Is that feasible? So if I put Petal, crack it for red, LED, or rather LED crack for red, Petal crack for whatever. Then spend, let's just say I'll tap blue, black, black, black from the Petal. And then so I'd have 3 black, 3 red, 1 blue in the pool. So let's say 3 blue in the pool. 3 black, 3 red, 1 blue. I tap the blue, 2 of the red, 2 of the black. That's 5 mana. I flash back Past in Flames, and then we're off to the races. I think that's the plan. We'll see. They might have drawn something that matters here. We know 3 of their 4 cards, so it's 1 card we have to worry about. If it's Mindbreak Trap, they got us here. If it's Surgical Extraction, they got us. If it's like, what could be a flash thing they could have that would get us here? Like Bowmasters doesn't really matter. Alright, so I'm gonna crack this for red. And this for black. And I'm gonna add all the relevant mana to my mana pool. Need 1 red floating and 1 black floating. Let's see. Oh, Mindbreak Trap, the 1 card. Oh no. Okay. GG's. Alright, so let's try and unpack this. This is like one of the first times I think I've 0-5 where it's been with a deck I felt good about heading into the league. I did I did fear that the format might be a little bit hostile to Ant, but the decks that I was worried about playing against were Eldrazi and Moonstomp, yet I didn't face any of them. Instead, I just got absolutely obliterated. I played against two faster combo decks, Oops, All Spells, and like Mono Black Reanimator. And I think Ant traditionally does not really like to play against those types of Blitzkrieg fast combo decks, so maybe at least one loss, but probably two losses are to be expected there. Um, I got smoked by Mindbreak Trap twice, which is frustrating. Um, and then what was the other loss? It was to the Mystic Forge deck, which also is kind of like just a fast combo deck in a sense. I don't know, like, oh man, I've 05'd on this channel before, but it's usually it has been with like weird deck brews that I've tried to make work and just gotten catastrophically wrong. But like an established deck, oh man, this is gonna take a little while to shake off. Yeah, I mean, I have the one silver lining was the appearance of Torment of Hailfire, which was really sweet to beat the One Ring. But yeah, for the rest of the league, there's not that much positive to say. I don't think. I mean, I hope you had a good time, anyways, of course. And I will be back with some more Legacy. Bye bye.